Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you, decked out in full-on Niner gear that you could pick up by checking out repcheapjerseys.ru online. I picked up this jersey for only $22. It's one of the nice new Carlos Hyde black and red. They have some special name for them. They're the special jerseys that they came out for this year. But head on over to the description box and check this out because the Niners, they got a game coming up. It's going to be on Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I don't think this is a game that very many people have scheduled as a part of their Sunday, unless they're a big Cleveland Brown or a San Francisco 49ers fan. The Browns come into this at 2-10. They're one of the worst teams in the league. They have a high chance of winning the number one pick in the NFL draft. It just really hasn't worked out for them well this year, with all the problems with Johnny Manziel, with him being in and out of being the starting quarterback. McCown had it for a little while. It seems as if the coaches wanted to play anybody except for Johnny Manziel, sort of saying that this is the end of his time in Cleveland. But the offensive line is so weak in Cleveland that everyone has gotten hurt. Wasn't it Austin Davies, the guy who used to be the quarterback for the Rams? He got the start for 1 week, and then he got busted up, so Manziel had to go back in there. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think Manziel is getting the start for the Browns on Sunday. But the Niners coming in at 4-8. Blaine Gabbert has played well as a starting quarterback for the 49ers. He is 2-2 as a starter for the team, but in his career, he's never won back-to-back games, dating back to his career in Jacksonville and his, him starting here in San Francisco. He's 0-6 following a win. So basically, maybe it's not going to be all, peaches for the 49ers this week. When I'm looking at the ESPN tracker, this is the matchup predictor from fans. It's 64%. People thinking the Browns are going to win. I honestly do not win. I do not want the 49ers to win this game, but I think the 49ers are a better team. That's just my honest opinion. I think the Niners are going to win this game. I know that I even knocked myself in last week's video talking about the 49ers where they went out and they beat the Chicago Bears in overtime with that long touchdown. I had mixed emotions when I apologize. Manziel did everything right. When he got drafted, he was saying that he wanted to go to Cleveland. He wanted to play. And he had his problems. People say he has a drinking problem, this, that, and the other. He's done his time in rehab. He's came out. He says he's clean. Some people say he's not clean. I don't know. Maybe Johnny Manziel leaves there and goes and gets a backup quarterback job somewhere, and he's able to prove himself a lot like Blaine Gabbert has. I don't think that if Blaine Gabbert left the 49ers, I don't know what his contract status is, but I know we didn't really have to put up a fight to get him here after being released from Jacksonville. But Manziel did everything right. I don't want Manziel to be the quarterback of the 49ers. I wish the 49ers would. I've done my own videos on this. Bring back Kaepernick, but if it's not going to happen, I don't know who I want to be this quarterback. But whoever the quarterback is opening day next year is going to be my guy, even if it just comes to worst and Johnny Manziel's the guy. I messed up by saying that, but I'm just getting it out there. I don't want Johnny Manziel to be the quarterback of the 49ers. But when Blaine Gabbert threw that ball and Smith caught it for the touchdown, I threw my hands up in the air like, yeah, we won one. And then immediately I was like, it only hurts us to move up. We would be a game out of the number one pick, and you want to get a lower pick in order to get better. I mean, every once in a while, the Niners can, they've drafted well for the most part, except for when they've drafted wide receivers. But, we could draft a really good defensive player. We can build that offensive lineup again. Possibly find a good quarterback to lead this team. You want to get lower to get better, and even if you have to throw a few games out the window, you can definitely tell that this season is trash. It was going to be trash almost from the beginning of the year. If you go back and watch my season preview, I was saying this year we're not going to be that good. We won that game against Minnesota right off the gate, and Minnesota has gone on to be a really good football team since then. I think it put a lot of hope into 49er fans as well as a lot of people who are just headline readers who saw the 49ers won their first game against the Vikings, a team that a lot of people picked to go to the playoffs, and thought maybe they're better than they were. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's get out there. Let's play some football. Maybe the 49ers can win, and I can bitch about it later. But it's going to be weird. Not a good game going on right now. I haven't seen yet, but I'm going to guess Carlos Hyde is not going to play in this game with his foot problems. At this point, you're probably going to want to keep him out until the end of the season. So it is what it is. We'll see what's going down, and let's get some 49ers highlights.